Introduction. Welcome to NPS 101. In this module, you'll learn how to navigate Medallia and understand member feedback. This is important because we need to first understand our members' experience, then work to improve their experience. By doing so, we'll fuel Lifetime's long-term business growth, because happy members tend to recommend Lifetime to others, stay longer, and spend more in our clubs.
Logging into Medallia. To log into Medallia, start by navigating to LT Pulse. Click on Useful Links on the main header. Then scroll down to the Medallia tile. Use your standard Lifetime Network username and password, and then click the Login button. You should now be logged into Medallia. If you have any trouble logging in, please submit a ticket to IT support. Medallia General Navigation. Once you've logged into Medallia, the first page you'll see is your dashboard. This will include a chart of recent responses and some key performance metrics for your club. Medallia is laid out with tabs and sub-tabs. You'll see the main tabs along the very top of the page. Once you click on a tab, the related sub-tabs will appear in the blue bar. The tabs used most often are your dashboard, responses, and satisfaction. The Responses tab is like an inbox of member feedback. You can filter the responses in various ways to narrow down to specific time periods, segments of members, member scores, or comment topics. The Satisfaction tab shows you the scores, including NPS and net satisfaction for the various key drivers and departments. You can use the filters at the top of the page to customize the report. The Department Manager tab is another good one to check out. These reports are customized to the individual departments and show both scores and comments related specifically to each department.
Collecting and measuring feedback.
How NPS and NSS are calculated. NPS is calculated by taking the percent of respondents who selected a 9 or 10, or are promoters, minus the percent who selected a 0 through 6, or are detractors, when asked how likely they would be to recommend Lifetime. This metric is used for Lifetime overall and essentially measures our members' word-of-mouth recommendations. NSS uses a similar calculation, but it's based on the member's satisfaction. It's used for key drivers such as cleanliness and departments such as kids' activities. Therefore, Lifetime has a Net Promoter Score and key drivers and departments have a Net Satisfaction Score. You can improve both of these metrics by reducing the percent of members giving us a 0 through 6 or increasing the percent of members giving us a 9 or a 10.
The Department Manager reports are a great one-stop shop when you're looking for member feedback about a specific department. Just select the Department Manager tab in the gray bar, and then your department in the blue bar. These reports show the Net Satisfaction Scores, or NSS, for the department, and the sample sizes, as well as member comments related to the department. Reviewing comments on a regular basis will keep you informed on what members are saying about your department, so you can put action plans in place to fix any issues and prevent other members from experiencing the same issues.
To analyze performance, you first need a benchmark or something to compare against. While it may be helpful to compare your club's performance against another club, it's best to compare your club's scores year over year with the goal of improving performance for your club compared to how you performed during the same period a year ago. Every club is unique, and members' expectations can vary by club. Comparing performance year over year is also important because there are seasonal trends we see throughout the year. For example, scores tend to go up through spring and peak in early summer. Scores tend to decline toward the end of the summer and through the fall, then gradually increase through the winter. When reviewing member experience scores, it's important to be mindful of sample size. In other words, how many member responses is your score based on? To draw meaningful insights from the numerical data, we recommend using a sample size of 80 responses or more. With a sample size between 50 and 80, use caution in how you interpret the numerical data because it's more likely to vary over time. If you have a sample size under 50, the numerical data is less meaningful and you should select a longer time period. Regardless of sample size, it's important to remember that member comments can always be helpful to review. Even a few member comments can provide meaningful information to guide you in identifying opportunities for improvement.
Conclusion. Have questions? If you ever have trouble logging into Medallia, please log a ticket with IT. If you have general questions about how to navigate Medallia, you can contact your MSM. For questions on how to address member experience opportunities in your department, please work with your GM and/or your department area lead. Want to know more about Medallia? If you need more information than you can find on the department manager reports, you can also take a look at the Satisfaction tab, which shows member scores, and the Responses tab, which shows member comments. If you're interested in learning more about these reports, you can search for the NPS 201 module in the Learning Well. This module is designed for advanced Medallia users and goes into more depth on each of these sections of Medallia. Now that you know the basics on how to navigate Medallia, make sure you check member NSS and member comments regularly so you can act on member feedback as soon as possible. Understanding and using member feedback to improve the experience in your club and your department is good for members and good for our business.